The director is not a huge fan of strictly orchestral elements, so we were exploring. And here, this Buck, he's working on a movie now called The Gunman. We're working on together. We're a little bit under the gun, and that's nerve-wracking. One of the things we were working at was processing these kalimbas. It's a simple African instrument. And next week we'll be here quite a bit. I'm pretty relaxed about it. Buck's not, but there's a lot of work to do. It's the kalimba you hear. She's following a mystery to find out what's happened. The music needs to have a bit of intrigue. I think we cracked the puzzle on this pretty quick.
As film grew up in terms of the subject that they were tackling and what the filmmakers themselves were seeking, film music itself changed. It became more modern in style. It embraced jazz.
A Streetcar Named Desire was Alex North's first film score. And he comes in with a history of having written ballets and concert works in New York and tackles his first film assignment and writes the most revolutionary score of all time. The first film score incorporating jazz in the writing structure. Jerry Goldsmith said when he heard the score for the first time, he knew that film music had changed and would never be the same.
Bond. James Bond.
John Barry came from his own band, performing music that sounded like early James Bond music. By the time he wrote James Bond music, he was bringing a band sensibility to movies.
The thing about big band was that it was cool and it swung. It felt like this was a guy who could do anything. You will not hear any film which is to do with spying or secret services without a reference to Bond. I mean, it's become the thing to go to in the same way that Morricone was for spaghetti westerns.
Ennio Morricone, he's not going to hit you with music that makes you go, whoa, what is that instrument? Whoa, how did he make that sound? But what he will do is just kill you with a melody.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is such an iconic piece of music.
You know, he just took that sound of a guitar and that just put it into that Western environment. That is the sound of, you know, spaghetti western still, 50, 60 years after the fact. And I think that's quite an achievement.
By the 1960s, you had this great period where you had incredibly well-trained musicians.
Bernard Herrmann had come out of dramatic radio, and his ability to take a sound and create a specific kind of unique orchestra that was specific to each film was groundbreaking.
the main title from Vertigo. That is the textbook perfect example of a score which says, mystery, something's not right here. Stay away, but please come running.
That was different than other writers at the time. These are not melodic ideas. These are little phrases that had circular madness to them that worked really well in Alfred Hitchcock movies. It felt like everything's driving forward in a sick, inevitably disastrous way.